Hi students, welcome to VerandaRace. Actually, the previous session had some technical glitches. You could have heard the sound which was coming, audio which was coming after that. There were some technical glitches. That's why the session could not be completed. But I'll ensure that after this vocabulary session, I'll solve the questions that were left in the previous session. Okay. So let us start the session. I think two people are waiting for me. Thank you so much for waiting. Let's start the session. Vocabulary sessions, special vocabulary, vocab booster dose. And this is day 3 of our vocab booster dose. So let us start. We will do like 28 words and 6 idioms and phrases. 28 vocabulary. It will be a fast forward session in which we will discuss many words with meanings and applications. Unlike the previous days, this will be a different kind of session. So let us start the session with some words. The first word is mendacious. The first word is mendacious. Mendacious means untruthful, dishonest, deceitful. So somewhat it's a mendacious is an adjective. It's an adjective. And let me tell you, the questions that were left in the previous session, those will also be discussed in this session. Like there were like 6 questions left in the previous session. Those will also be discussed in this session. Good afternoon, everyone. So mendacious means a mendacious person is that person who is dishonest, deceitful, and untruthful. He is a mendacious person. Okay, it's an adjective. Mendacious. Mendacious. How can you learn this word? You can learn this word like mend, mending. So one who believes in mending relationships in a negative way. So that we can understand. So just to make you understand, it's not like I'm breaking the word in actual meaning, but mendacious who mends relationship in a very clever manner. So he's kind of dishonest, deceitful. Next is abeyance. Abeyance means temporary suspension. So for something is put into abeyance, suppose somebody's promotion is put into abeyance, means it is under temporary suspension. It is under temporary suspension. So abeyance means it's a noun which means temporary suspension. Temporary suspension. So somebody's promotion is put on hold. Somebody's prize money is put on hold, so it is put under abeyance. Put into abeyance means temporary suspension. Next word is abominate. Abominate. What does abominate mean? Abominate means that to detest someone, detest or loathe someone. Loathe means criticize someone badly. Loathing means what? To detest or criticize. So there can one more word can be there. This is criticize badly. That is known as abomination. Abominate means criticizing someone badly or detesting someone or loathing someone, which is known as abominate. So mendacious means what? Mendacious means untruthful, dishonest, deceitful. Abeyance means temporary suspension. Abominate is a verb. So we are going through different parts of speech. Mendacious is adjective, abeyance is noun, abominate is verb. Accretion. Accretion means accumulation, amassing and enlargement. So how does this word come? It has come from accrue. A-C-C-R-U-E. Accrue means adding something, piling up. When you pile up something, that's known as accretion. It has come from accrue. Accrue means to pile up or to increase in number or increase in quantity. That's known as accrue. So accretion means accumulation, amassing or enlargement. Fine. What's the meaning of mendacious? Untruthful, dishonest, deceitful. Abeyance is temporary suspension. Good afternoon, Shankar Narayanan. Acerbic means sardonic. Sardonic means satirical, sarcastic, sharp. You know the meaning of sarcastic, right? Telling something in a way that you're trying to make mockery of someone. That is sardonic. Acerbic means sardonic. Satirical. Satirical means indirect way of saying something which hurts someone, but it's a very humorous kind of thing, which is satire. Sharp and sarcastic. Sarcastic, you know the meaning, right? So another word for sarcastic is sardonic, and the word is acerbic. Acerbic means sardonic, satirical, sharp, sarcastic. So let's understand the meaning of mendacious. Mendacious is dishonest, deceitful. Abeyance is temporary suspension. Abominate is loathe or detest. Accretion is accumulation. Amassing, enlargement. Acerbic is sardonic, satirical, sharp and sarcastic. Addle. Addle means to confuse someone or to muddle or bewilder someone. So it's a verb. So see, accretion is noun. Accretion is noun. Acerbic is adjective. Addle is a verb. Addle is a verb. To confuse, to muddle, to bewilder someone. Bewilder means if you confuse someone or you may make someone wonders what is happening exactly. That's known as addle. Addle is a verb. Remember. So he tried to addle me by his trickery. He tried to addle me by his trickery. Addle means he tried to befool me. He tried to confuse me. He tried to bewilder me. Next word is aghast. Aghast means filled with horror or shock, thunderstruck. So if I am aghast with something, it means I am totally shocked by it. Shocked at it or shocked by it. So aghast means filled with horror or shock or thunderstruck. Thunderstruck means like shocked. You're shocked with something. That's known as aghast. Good afternoon, Ramakrishna. Okay. So mendacious means untruthful, dishonest, deceitful. Abeyance means temporary suspension. Abominate means loathe or detest. Accretion means accumulation, amassing, enlargement. Acerbic means sardonic, satirical, sharp, sarcastic. Addle means to confuse, muddle or bewilder. Aghast means to filled with horror or shock, thunderstruck. So aghast is also adjective. So how do we identify? See, IOUS. These are adjectives. ATE are verbs. Abominate, propitiate, adumbrate, mitigate. Accretion, ION are nouns. IC are adjectives. This way we can understand a bit of it. Not exactly the same thing, but a bit of it. Okay. So we've understood these 7 words. Let's move to the next 7 words. Amortize. Amortize means regular payment made to write off a debt or defrayal. So when you amortize a loan, you make regular payments to write off a debt. Write off a debt means to complete a debt. You're trying to complete a debt or clarify the debt, clear the debt. So that's known as amortization. Amortize means to regular payment made to write off a debt, or defrayal is also a word, defrayal. Next word is lucent. Lucent means luminous and bright and glowing. Luminous means full of light. That's known as lucent. Lucent means full of light, luminous, bright, glowing is known as lucent. Amortize means regular payment to write off a debt, and lucent means luminous, bright, glowing. Anoint. Anoint means to smear. Smear means if you put color on somebody's forehead or cheeks or something like that, if you put color, apply color, or any ointment, that's known as smearing or anoint. Smear to apply an ointment is known as anoint. Okay. Next word is antagonism. Antagonism means active hostility or opposition. So antagonism means something which is active in hostility or opposition, known as antagonism. Okay. Amortize means to regular payment to write off a debt. Write off a debt means to complete a debt or clear a debt. Lucent means luminous, bright, glowing. Anoint means smear. Smear means applying color on somebody's face or applying ointment. That's known as anoint. Antagonism means active hostility or opposition. Apposite means suitable, appropriate, relevant, suitable. So I've written these words twice. I think I need to remove this word. So appropriate, suitable, relevant is known as apposite. It's not opposite, it's apposite. Apposite means appropriate, suitable, relevant. So this is an apposite example. This is a suitable example. This is a relevant example. So this way. So amortize is a verb. Amortize is a verb. Lucent is an adjective. Anoint is a verb. Antagonism is noun. Apposite is adjective. So anything that describes another thing is known as an adjective. Amortize is a verb which performs an action is a verb, right? Lucent is adjective. Antagonism, ISM words are nouns basically. Fine. Artifice. Artifice means trickery. Trickery means dishonesty. Guile means certain scheme to befool someone. Or it's also known as stratagem. Very nice word, stratagem. Stratagem is made from strategy, but in a negative sense. If you make a strategy to fool someone, that's known as stratagem. It's kind of trickery. So artifice is stratagem or trickery. Next word is askance. It's a difficult word. It's an adverb. Remember, it's an adverb. Askance. Artifice is noun. Askance is adverb. How to use this adverb? Adverb like skeptically or suspiciously. He showed askance in his behavior. He showed askance in his behavior means he showed suspicion in his behavior. Yeah, or we can say like he cried. If we say he cried loudly, we can say he showed Askance is the best example. I think it shows he behaved skeptically, he behaved suspiciously. So Askance is an adverb, right? So amortize means regular payment to write off a debt. Sir, voice not clear, please loudly to say, somebody says. Okay, is my voice clear now, Gopalakrishnan? Is my voice clear? Okay, amortize means regular payment to write off a debt. Lucent means luminous, bright, glowing. Anoint means smear, to apply color or on ointment. Antagonism is active hostility or opposition. Apposite is appropriate, suitable, relevant. Adjective. Artifice is noun. Stratagem. Stratagem means a scheme to fool someone or scheme to cheat someone. That's known as stratagem. Trickery is again the same word. Guile is a noun which means to make somebody a fool. And askance means skeptically or suspiciously. Okay. Salem says yes, sir. The voice is clear. Very good. Next 7 words. Assay. Assay means to examine or analyze. It's a verb. Assay means, so if we have to use in a sentence, the examiner assayed the papers. Assayed the papers means he examined or analyzed the papers. August. See, August is not only a month. It has certain other meaning. August means venerable, eminent, or of supreme dignity. So venerable means very respectful person. Eminent, like he's an eminent person, means eminent personality means very famous and who has certain dignity. So of supreme dignity. So august means somebody who is august. It's an adjective. August means somebody who has a lot of eminence, lot of veneration, lot of dignity in the society. For example, Mr. Stalin, for example, Amitabh Bachchan, for example, Vijay, great actors have a lot of veneration. Rajnikant. So they are very august people, right? Venerable, they demand they command respect. They command respect. They have a lot of respect in the society. So they are known as august people, right? So baroque. Next word is baroque. Baroque means extravagantly colorful and ornate. Ornate means very florid, very colorful, lot of showy kind of thing. So baroque means extremely extravagantly colorful and ornate. Ornate means very bright and colorful. So assay means to examine or analyze. August means it's an adjective. August means very venerable, eminent, and of supreme dignity. Somebody who has a lot of dignity in the society, prestige in the society, is an august person. Baroque means colorful, very colorful and ornate. Bastion. Bastion means a strong defense or fortification. Strong defense or fortification. There is another word for it which is known as bulwark. Bulwark. B-U-L-L-W-A-R-K. Bulwark. Okay, bulwark. W-A-R-K. Bulwark. It's a strong defense. You must have seen the movie Bahubali, in which there was a strong defense created, fortification created to stop the enemy. That's known as a bastion. Okay. We can use in the sentence like the bastion of nepotism in the film industry. It means there's a strong defense of the nepotism in the film industry. So people who are star kids, they get opportunity very easily, and the newcomers don't get opportunity. So baroque is an adjective. Bastion is a noun. Strong defense or fortification. Batten. Batten means it's a very simple word, to clamp or fix a bolt. To clamp something or fix something, like just like batten, it means to clamp. It's a very unimportant word, I would say, but still you must know the meaning of batten. Next word is, batten is basically adjective. A verb, batten is verb. Intransigent. Intransigent means inflexible and unyielding, or we can say adamant. Okay, inflexible, unyielding, adamant is known as intransigent. So some person is intransigent means he is very stubborn kind of person, very obstinate kind of person. Okay, he's known as an intransigent person. Next is beholden. Beholden means indebted, duty bound, obligated. So obligated means, see, there's a difference between obliged and obligated. Obligated is something which is your responsibility and you have to do it, and you are obligated to do it. But if you are obliged towards someone, you are indebted, means you are very thankful to the person, you are obliged to that person. But obligated will mean you have to perform certain duties and responsibilities. Okay, so beholden means indebted, duty bound, obligated. So assay will mean to examine or analyze. August means very venerable, respectful person, eminent person. Baroque means extremely colorful. Bastion means strong defense. Batten means to clamp or fix a bolt. Intransigent means unyielding and inflexible and adamant. Beholden means indebted, duty bound or obligated. Please understand this. Okay, moving ahead to the last segment of this vocabulary session. Contumacious. Contumacious means headstrong and obstinate. There is another word, stubborn. Somebody who does not change his opinion easily. So contumacious is somebody who does not change his opinion. He is known as a contumacious person. Not ready to change his opinion. Very adamant and obstinate kind of person. Okay. Next word is copious. Copious is ample and extensive, profuse, in lot of amount, abundance, lot of amount, copious. For example, the party received copious funding during the elections. Means copious funding means ample and extensive funding. Next word is coterie. Coterie is cadre, circle or clique. Clique means a group of like-minded people who rule or who perform certain given tasks. So clique means a clique of politicians, a clique of bureaucrats, a clique of teachers, a cadre or a circle, right? So coterie is known as a coterie. Generally, it's related to politics and bureaucracy. Politics and bureaucracy. Okay. Next is cover. Cover means crouch, shake or tremble. Not a very important word. So if somebody covers, it's a verb. Coterie is a noun. Copious is adjective. Contumacious is adjective. Okay. So cover means to crouch. Crouch means like if you feel very cold and you crouch like that, right? You shake with cold. You tremble with cold. That's known as cowering. Cowering. Very nice word. So curmudgeon. Next word is curmudgeon. Curmudgeon means fault finder. It's a noun. Fault finder, belly acher, malcontent. So somebody who is a curmudgeon always finds fault in others, does not see his own faults. He is a belly acher. He is always creating problems. Who is never contented with himself, never content with himself. That person is known as malcontent, fault finder or belly acher. Okay. Next is dally. Dally means delay or linger. It's a verb. It's a verb. To delay or dawdle. Dawdle is a nice word. Dawdle, delay or linger. Linger means to wait at the point so that the program is delayed or it's postponed or it's deferred. That's known as dally. So if we say dilly-dally. Dilly-dally means in a doubt and very late. So contumacious is headstrong and obstinate. Copious is ample or extreme. Coterie is a cadre or a group of people, of politicians or of bureaucrats. Cover means to shake or tremble. Curmudgeon means fault finder. Belly acher, malcontent. Dally is dawdle, delay or linger. Dank means very damp place. Damp means the walls are damp, so the place will be known as dank. Musty, moisture laden. So during the rainy seasons, you see many walls become dank. Okay. Now one word substitutions. The belief that God is everything and everything is God. That's known as pantheism. Pantheism. The belief that God is everything and everything is God is known as pantheism. One who breaks the law is known as a transgressor. Transgressor is someone who breaks the law. Transgressor. Reproducing or memorizing word for word. So if you memorize a paragraph word for word, each and every word you memorize, that's known as verbatim. Verbatim. This entire thing is known as verbatim. Okay. Next is careful in spending of money, time, etc. is known as a frugal person. So somebody is a frugal means he is very careful in spending money, spending time, so he is a frugal person. So the pantheism is what? Pantheism is the belief that everything is God and God is everything. Fine? God is in everything and everything is God. One who breaks the law is known as a transgressor. But verbatim means reproducing or memorizing word for word. Frugal means careful in spending money and time. Entomology, it's known as entomology, not entomology. Entomology is known as the study of insects. Science and the race of mankind, the study of science or the race of mankind is ethnology. 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 Science of the race of mankind. Science of the race of mankind, like mankind is of which race? It's not anthropology, it's ethnology. Ethnology. Fine. Next, last word would be detaining and confining something is known as internment. Very nice word, internment. So if you detain someone or detain or confine someone in a place, that's known as internment. Okay, we'll repeat the words for you. Pantheism is the belief that God is in everything and everything is God. One who breaks the law is transgressor. Reproducing or memorizing word for word is verbatim. Careful in spending of money and time is frugal. Study of insects, entomology, science of the race of mankind, ethnology, detaining and confining something is internment. Okay, so we'll repeat all the words for you once again. I'll repeat all the words for you once again. Mendacious means untruthful, dishonest, deceitful. Abeyance means temporary suspension. Abominate means to warn, to loathe or detest or criticize someone. Accretion means accumulating, amassing or enlargement. Acerbic means sardonic, satirical, sarcastic. Addle means to confuse or muddle or bewilder someone. Aghast means to fill with horror or shock or thunderstruck. Okay, moving ahead. Amortize means to regular payment, to write off a debt. Writing off a debt means to clear a debt. Or debt means what? A loan. Deferral is also a word for it. Lucent means luminous, bright and glowing. Anoint means smear or apply an ointment. Antagonism is active hostility or opposition. So antagonism means a hostility or opposition with someone which is active, which is very much active. It's not dormant or it's not forgotten. Apposite means appropriate, suitable, relevant. Artifice means stratagem. Stratagem means a plan to make somebody fool or harm someone. That's known as a stratagem. Trickery or guile. Trickery has come from trick, so trickery will mean artifice. Askance means skeptically or suspiciously. Assay means to examine or analyze. August means very respectful person, very venerable person. Venerable means very respectful. Eminent personality, supreme dignity, who has supreme dignity. Then baroque means extravagantly colorful and ornate. Bastion means strong defense or fortification, also known as bulwark. B-U-L-L-W-A-R-K, strong defense. As you have seen Bahubali, the arrangement of the during the war was like that. That's known as bulwark, bastion. Okay. Batten means to clamp or fix or bolt something. Intransigent means inflexible, unyielding. Beholden means indebted or obligated. Difference between obligated and obliged is, obliged means you are very thankful to someone, and obligated is some duty which you have to perform. Okay. Contumacious is very headstrong or obstinate or very stubborn person. Copious is extremely in huge number, huge amount or ample or extensive. Coterie is a cadre, circle or clique of people or generally politicians or bureaucrats. Cower means to crouch, shake and tremble like this. Okay. Curmudgeon is fault finder, bellyacre, malcontent. Malcontent means who is not content with what he has. That's known as malcontent. Okay. Dally means dawdle, delay or linger. Dank means damp, musty, moisture laden. The walls are damp during the monsoons, right? Moving ahead to the one word substitution. Belief that God is in everything and everything is God is pantheism. One who breaks the law, transgressor. Reproducing the memorizing word for word, verbatim. Careful in spending money or time is frugal. Study of insects, entomology. Study of race of mankind, ethnology. And detaining and confining something is internment. Okay. So students, with this I would like to end the session. I hope you enjoyed the session a lot. Thank you so much for being with me. But if you wish, you can comment here. I can solve the questions for the previous session as well. If you want, please let me know. I'll solve the previous session's question. Those who had attended the previous session, they will only answer, please. It's not like everybody will say that I want those questions to be solved. Please let me know. I'd expect Vicky G and other people. Those who did not attend the previous session, they need not say this. That please answer the questions. Very useful session, sir. Thank you, Shankar Narayanan. So let me end the session now, students. I hope you enjoyed the session a lot. Thank you so much.